And we are live? Yes, we are. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Trevor Talks. And I already ruined the intro. 2 seconds in, I already ruined the intro. Whatever. Hello. Welcome to the new office space, everyone. Look at all the decorations I have here. You know, I was hoping that this gap right here, I didn't have many posters. I was hoping this gap would have been filled by my giant head. But you know what? I find ways to make myself wrong on a daily basis. For more evidence, look at my early theories on YouTube. Anyway, before we actually get into the main content of this stream, I got a couple announcements I want to make first. Actually, there's a few, so 3. Villain Countdown. That's in the works. Basically, with the Villains Countdown, I'm taking my time with this one. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to rush things. If I rush it, I feel like I'm gonna get something wrong, and if I mess something up at this critical stage, when I talk about the crop of the crop, the top of my One Piece villains, it's gonna be bad. So I'm taking my time with it. I have all the audio done. I have all the footage acquired. I have for all the slots, all the audio and footage is done for the slots. I just had to edit everything together, but I gotta take my time with it. I don't want to rush things. So I'm taking my time with that. The second announcement is I am going to be having a very long stream tomorrow. I'm going to be working on 2 separate videos tomorrow. One will be a Rurouni Kenshin video where I'm going to talk about my history with the show. Marco the Theorist told me a couple of days ago that Rurouni Kenshin was coming back next week. So there's no way I'm going to miss a chance to talk about that. That series has been a staple of my life. There's no way I'm not going to talk about that. So I'm currently writing a giant script for it. You know, it's going to be like kind of like a blog or one of my streams where I want to talk about something I like, but this time I'll have a script that I'll just read right through. It's going to be a long one. So you'll be seeing me writing the script for that one. The second video will be a One Piece related video, so everyone wins. Unless you're a Dracula Mihawk fan. I'm going to be working on a Dracula Mihawk video tomorrow as well. I don't want to give the surprise away. You'll see it tomorrow. I'll be doing it sometime tomorrow evening or tomorrow night, whatever. I'm going to call Dracula Mihawk something. Might not make everyone too happy. In fact, if anything, I expect to be pitchforked by the end of the night. But I'll be working on that. You'll probably see me working on the script a little bit. You'll probably see me working on making my own footage or getting footage, whatever. And the third announcement, before we get right into this, I have a few, if you're an American, you've probably heard about the disaster that happened in Texas after Hurricane Harvey. So what I did was that I looked up donation sites or fundraiser sites for the victims of Hurricane Harvey. They're all in the description. There's a New York Times article that has a long list of donations, like in terms of money, food, or blood. Has a long list of those. You can see the article. It's in the description. I took the most relevant links from that article, and I put that in the description as well. So there's the Hurricane Harvey Relief Fund if you want to donate money, the Houston Food Bank if you want to give food. There's also the American Red Cross for money, and I think there on the New York Times article, there's a place where you can donate blood. I'm not saying, not forcing you to donate anything, not forcing you to do that. I'm just putting those links out there. It's the least I could do for people down there. So anyway, it's time to go right into One Piece, chapter 877. First, let's go see the comments real quick. Rob Gucci is here. And Victor Gomez, what's up, man? Mercenary Wolf, good to see you again. Rob Gucci Theory says, your villains will be bad regardless because Lucci isn't in it. All right, Rob Gucci. All right. I see how your brain works. You know what? Just for you, I'm going to take a note right here. Rob Lucci will be number -1. There we go. The -1, there you go. That's higher than number 0. I only even had number 1. So, you know what, Rob Lucci, best villain of all time. Don't take my word for it. We're moving on now. Before we get into this chapter, let's address something real quick. Because you guys have probably noticed this in the One Piece community. we live in an interesting time now, where in terms of Whole Cake Island, you're either on two sides. You're either on this side, where you're going to think that this arc is a total piece of shit. And then on the other side, you're thinking that, this arc is a masterpiece. There's no middle ground anymore in terms of the One Piece community. Except I'm kind of in the middle. I have things in this arc that I don't like, things that I do like in this arc. The last few chapters have just been kind of standard for me. Chapter 875 featured like Nami going all in L on Big Mom. That was pretty cool. I liked that. Chapter 876 was more like a recovery from that, or the fallout from Nami's attack. More build-up for this chapter. So that's kind of it. Like, this arc has been full of things I do like and things I don't like. I just want to get that point across. If I make fun of something in this arc, then I don't mean it like to be calling it a piece of trash. Just my opinion. I like criticizing things. So that being said, let's just move on now. Let's actually read this chapter now and see if the hype is any good. I've been spoiled on a few things. Joy Boy theories, if you're watching this video at all. I blame you. You baited me to seeing the spoilers. But seeing spoilers is kind of half the thing. I need to actually see the illustrations. Let's see if the spoilers are right. Anyway, let's just move on now. So let's just go right ahead. Same rules as before. I'm not going to show the whole chapter in its entirety. If I see something that gets my attention, I'll share it on the screen. And Luffy will be voiced by Solid Snake, and voices will vary. All right, let's get a move on. So let's take a look at this title page. One Piece, chapter 877. Bring that up. 877's title, I'm Not That Sweet. I got nothing. So anyway, let's look at the title page is all written. Excuse me? What is this? What is that? Is there a joke that I'm missing? Did I miss something? Did I miss the memo? What is this? Who is that? Is that a character we've seen before? I don't remember him. I don't remember her. I don't remember it. I don't know. All right, you know what? Let's just subtitle. Give me some information. Dropping in on the lives of the Straw Hat Grand Pirate Fleet. Fiancé Uholicia. Dear, about the date of the wedding ceremony. Sigh, I've got something important I need to talk with you about. Uholucia. How do you say the name? What is this? I have no words. I have nothing. Instead, I shall divert my attention over to these guys. Hello, Baby Five. It's been a while. And Sigh. And is that a mount? Oh, that's Chinjao. He looked like a mountain. Huh. Barely recognized you. How you doing, Chinjao? You look somehow even older in the span of a few days or weeks. Huh? All right, moving on now. Stop sharing that real quick because we're not going to go ahead and get copyright striked. So moving on now. We got to deal with the obvious fan art. Title page, fan art. That's an interesting piece of fan art. Moving on. That's an epic piece of fan art. Moving on. Okay. Here we go. Starting off this chapter with Big Mom's forces marching out of a mirror on the Thousand Sunny. And they're all just marching in single file line. Okay. They're fighting a good fight, but, says the subtitle. So let's see. All right, someone's talking. It's either Katakuri or Peroin. I'm going to assume it's Peroin. I don't know. So Peroin. What voice should I give Peroin? He always has his tongue out. So maybe I'll talk like this. Or maybe I'll give him Elder Togoro's voice. Brother. Oh, I like that. Thinned our forces more than I thought you would, to be honest. And next panel, we see Chopper screaming. When does Chopper ever not scream in the New World? And Brook is going, Chopper! And, all right, it's definitely Peroin, because he's now saying, keep quiet. What merry train of thought led you to believe that you could ever hope to steal back this ship from us? Oh, this brings back an interesting point from last chapter. A moment that grabbed my attention was that in the middle of it, Brooke and Katakuri had like this little stare down with each other. Like Katakuri looks over at Brooke, is like, "You're stronger than you look, skeleton." And Brooke is just like, yo ho ho ho. And I immediately thought, are these two gonna fight? And if they fight in this chapter, if they fight at all in this chapter, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. First chapter that I've done on my channel that gets a 10 out of 10. Come on, give me that moment. Give me Brooke versus Katakuri, because that would be amazing to see. All right, so moving on now. Chopper is going, oh, crap. That's his voice now. There is an ocean of difference between our strengths, says Perot, and Chopper looks like he's coated in candy. Please help me out here. Please tell me this is candy, right? I really hope that I'm not messing this up here or getting Perot's powers mixed up. So there was Chopper being covered in candy. He's like, I can't even transform. And Brooke is yelling, free Chopper at once. Why did I make Brooke sound like Krillin? So, wait, why is Brooke on his... Oh, I get it. I get it. Brooke is covered in candy too, or whatever it is, whatever Perot trapped them in. So the dream that I just had for about a week that I shared like 10 seconds ago, it's already gone, isn't it? We don't get a Brooke versus Katakuri, do we? We don't get... That's fine. That's fine. I'm not upset at all. No. God damn it. I had one request. One. You know what? Never mind. This chapter, -3 out of 10. No Brooke versus Katakuri. Would read again. IGN. Sonic sucks. Moving on now. Moving on to the next page. We have Perot looking like, you fool. It's over. Those who stand against me, I'll turn into Candyman and mercilessly lick. What kind of a quote is that? I'll turn into Candyman and mercilessly lick. I don't remember him ever saying that at all. I don't remember him ever saying, like, he'll lick someone. That's like something Lickitung for Pokemon would do. I have no words. I got nothing. Let's move on now. The candy will cover you entirely. So it is candy. It will seep inside your body. Chopper's just going, gah, gah. I'm making him sound horrible today. It will take your breath away. You will writhe in agony. Brooke is now crying, Chopper! And in 3 minutes, it will kill you. That's all it takes. 3 minutes and my sweet, sweet Candyman corpse is finished. Perot, How do you have a word bubble that has Perot and make a song out of it? I don't know. But the joke is on you, my candy wide Lickitung inspired friend. Get the picture up there so I can make fun of you, you know, in proper format here. You fool, Perot. 3 minutes? Don't you know that in all anime stories or manga stories, 3 minutes at least equals 5 chapters? You underestimated the flow of time in the universe. Oh, and I can't wait for the anime to reach this point, because 3 minutes will probably equal 10 episodes. Have you seen the Dressrosa arc? Have you even seen One Piece, Perot? I thought not. Moving on now. Next panel. Brooke or Chopper's yelling, stop! Why am I giving them these horrible voices? It's too late for regrets and tears. I gave you a choice. How did you give them a choice? They just boarded their ship and you immediately covered them in candy. What choice is that? That's like an ultimatum. Would you like to go back in the forest to fight Big Mom? Or would you be trapped in candy and you'll die in 3 minutes? What kind of choice is that? Maybe I missed something from last chapter. Oh wait, here we go. I said I let the two of you go. I'm no Candyman myself. You must have thought me sweeter than I am. What quote dialogue is this? This is Oda written all over. Next page. And this island isn't that sweet either. Oh, so that's where the title came in. The what kind of title? This island isn't that sweet either. Even though it's literally covered in sweets everywhere, it's not that sweet. In fact, our entire island is only 5% sugar. This joke went nowhere. Moving on. Chopper is now completely covered by the looks of it in candy. Brooke is yelling, Chopper! And Big Mom's forces are all on like the main deck of the Thousand Sunny. They're just looking onward. They're just literally looking up. It's like, yeah, that's right. We serve no purpose whatsoever. We're just gonna stand here looking tough. Did we do anything? Hey, minion number 43, did we do anything over here? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, obviously, if anything, we just show up to die. Like, name one time we ever killed a main character. What about Luffy? That doesn't count. There were multiple commanders at the time when we beat him up. And even then, Lord Sanji kicked him in the face. So, are we just not that good? No, you fool. We're not even close to the Whitebeard pirates. At least they had the balls to be, you know, well-known characters and actually fight against the admirals and warlords, for God's sake. Man, I feel really bad about my life choices here. Same here. Wow, I can't believe I took that bit that far. All right, moving on now. So now there's a clock on top of Chopper. I suppose it was formed by Perrowan, or as a sick joke, Perrowan just like took a clock from his pocket and slapped it on Chopper's head. Look at this. This is just funny. Because I really don't know if he just made that clock or he just took it out of his pocket and slapped it on there. That's like this ultimate FU joke. Oh my God, I love this. So moving on now. Oh, I almost stopped the broadcast. I almost hit the stop broadcast button instead of the stop screen share. Okay, moving on now. Start counting the seconds. And now the clock is ticking down. The candy's now crawling up Brook. Perrowan saying, perfect for a bunch of sugary pushovers like you. Hey, don't diss Chopper. I mean, the only win he ever had was 2 years ago. No, I'm lying. He had a win in Fishman Island. But he had a win in Fishman Island. Only the worst arc in One Piece, in my opinion. So you know what you can take with that opinion. You're probably right. But Brook actually fought Big Mom. You know, at least he fought her. All Perrowan did was look Big Mom, his mother, straight in the face. It's like, I'm going to lie to you. And Big Mom's like, if you lie to me, I'm going to kill you. And he's like, eee! But then Brook is like, I'm going to fight you. Don't you knock Brook around, you candy slut. Anyway, Brook is going, whoa, stop. I need a good voice for Brook. I got nothing. He's so unique. I don't want to meet a sweet end. And then Perrowan saying, I'll make a Candyman. I'll make Candyman out of you and lick you, Perrowan. What am I doing with my life? What kind of quote is that? Moving on now. So we have a transitional panel. So I assume we're going back to Luffy and the crew. Right? No, we're going to Katakuri, my favorite character to talk about in the anime community. Not at all because power levels are bullshit in any way or circumstance. So anyway, I need a good voice for Katakuri. I'm going to make him Yami Bakura from Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge by Little Karibo. Oi, Brother Peros. Now we go back to the... Alright, so now there's a panel of the seducing woods. Trees are being flung out of the ground by the looks of it. And Perrowan's like, Mama, I take it. We must send her over to Puddin' on Cacao Island. The moment she realizes there isn't any cake on this ship, I'm done for. You say that with such confidence. Have you forgotten like 3 chapters ago when you were writhing in fear in front of her? Whatever. So Katakuri's like, huh? And I think they're noticing that the Straw Hats are being chased. So I don't think that's what we should be worrying about, says Perrowan. And here comes Big Mom. She's just going in her old demon voice. Waiting. And there's the face. There's the face that I've been waiting to see. Get out of my way. There we go. All right. There's the face that I wanted to see. That's the face that I expect when, after all the ranting that I just did. Moving on now. Stop sharing before I get copyright striked up the butt. Moving on now. Next page. Oh, I picked a bad time. Do not screen share. Let's go back to that moment. Extreme close-up edition. Hello. Look at this panel. Oh, I am immediately in love with that. So now Big Mom with, what is the hat's name? Prometheus? No, that's like the cloud. No, Prometheus is the sun. Zeus is the hat. What is that? No, Zeus is the sun. No, god damn it, I'm mixing everything up today. Zeus is the cloud. Prometheus. No, god damn it, I'm getting all my names mixed up. The sun and the cloud and the hat. Whatever the hat's name is, turns into a sword. I got nowhere. Anyway, Big Mom was yelling, cake. And, geez, look at Pedro here. I know that, seeing Luffy and Nami running fear is kind of, fit in terms of finding a Yonko, dealing with her. Jinbei is understandable, keeping his cool. Carrot, whatever, she's doing well for some. Look at Pedro and his goddamn shoulders. Look at that. Just, can I zoom in anymore? No. Okay, I messed that up. Okay. That did not go out well. Okay, so look at Pedro's shoulders. I don't know if Oda just, wanted to give Pedro just the old enlargement surgery. I don't even have a joke anymore. Let's just stop right there and just stop sharing right there. So now we have Katakuri looking out. It's like, so our forces were the ones wiped out by that lightning blast, huh? But don't worry, Pharaoh, for soon I will rule the world. And now Brooke and Chopper completely covered in candy. That's nice. That's wonderful. So how many seconds do they have? 2 minutes, 50 seconds now? Well, in Chopper's case, it's like 2 minutes now, if we're being realistic. All right, Luffy. All right, get the voice. Oh my God. Okay. Brooke, Chopper, what the heck is going on? So you're still alive, Straw Hat, yells Perowin. Somehow he yells perfect words with his tongue sticking out. Katakuri is looking like, all of you back into the mirror world. In a few seconds, the lot of you will be collapsed at his feet. Huh. I just thought of something. It's kind of funny, really. We have this moment where Katakuri, allied with the Yonko, one of the sons of a Yonko, one of the strongest beings we've seen in this arc so far. And he just told, all of Big Mom's forces, people that work under Big Mom. I know I made a joke about this earlier, but Big Mom's forces, Yonko's forces, are being told, yeah, no, you see that exhausted kid with the straw hat over there? He's going to kill all of you. All of you get back into the mirror world. It's just funny because we have Yonko's army has been intimidated by an exhausted kid with a straw hat. I got nothing. It's fun to see that this, we just saw a logical moment by saying the fodder would be completely useless against Luffy. But it's still goddamn funny just to think about that this army, this Yonko's army, is being pushed back at the mere sight of Luffy. Look at the panel on the left. This is the face that equals their doom. This is the face that tells them we are no match for this guy. Got nothing. That's just hilarious. Moving on now. So more chaos. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Big Mom's forces are now running back into the mirror world. You're like, whoa! Going to Sonic there. Whoa! The dresser's over here. Hurry, get in the mirror. Just in case, Ryan. I can't believe this is the army of a Yonko. Just running away. Whatever. Next page. Oh, Pedro. Finally, he gets some actual dialogue in like 5 chapters. He's like, looks like we got beaten to the punch by Trouble, Dogtooth, Perospero. That's his name. I'm an idiot. I don't deserve. I got it wrong. I'm out. I'm done. I don't deserve to be called a fan anymore. Stream's over. We're done. You know what? Perospero sounds like a goddamn nickname for fucking Jack Sparrow. And, you know, Jack Sparrow even has the weird facial movement where he just kind of just talks like, you know, nothing. I'm an idiot. How did I not know the guy's name is Perospero? I just took his musical word box and took it as his name. I'm a fool. I don't deserve this. Why am I hired? Why am I on this planet? Moving on now. So, Dogtooth and Perospero. Let's see. Katakuri. Yeah, I know it's Dogtooth, but it sounds cool to say Katakuri. Katakuri just looks like. And then Perospero. I'm not over that yet. Well done in making it this far. I am absolutely touched. Stop saying touched. Stop saying you want to touch things with your tongue and touching. I've had enough out of you. I'm done with you for the rest of my life. So, Perospero makes an attack called Candy Maiden. You know, this isn't shocking me as much as like the title page where we saw that woman, I guess. What is this? Candy Maiden. What do I do? Do you have anything to say? Because I don't have anything to say. That's just weird. Though let's just take a moment to acknowledge this. Because actually, I think that's armament hockey. That's a cool looking attack. Okay, it doesn't look cool, but you know the code of hockey on candy, well-designed candy like that, it looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. So, and it's a giant too. Jesus, look at the relative size on that. All right, so Carrot's going, a candy wall. I'm gonna give her Taya Gardner's voice since I have Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge on the mind. A candy wall. And Luffy's going, come on, no. It's no ordinary wall. It's, as I'm sure you can see. You mean the fact that it bent over? Man, nothing has ever bent over before, Perospero. So everyone's going, huh? With these quotations. Am I still sharing? I am still sharing. Whatever. We'll share it till. Actually, no. I'll just play it safe. We're not going to play it safe. Use your imagination, kids. So now the Candy Maiden has grown spikes out and it looks like it's ready to crush Luffy, even though Crush has never been around it. Jinbei's going, go around it, get to the ship. And Luffy's like, no, straight through. And Jinbei, I guess, goes, huh? And Luffy extends his arm back. No. I think that's a Red Hawk by the look of it. If that's a Red Hawk, it's one of my favorite attacks on the series. There it is. Yeah. Fucking Red Hawk. I am loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Look at that. That takes a moment to recognize. We should recognize this moment. Look at that. Look at that beautiful. Look at the beautiful Red Hawk. Look at its splendor. I know it's not really colorful since it's literally all black and white. But look at the complexity. Look at the no fucks given attack by Luffy in this state. It is truly a beautiful work of art. I don't know what voice I'm giving it, but whatever. So, moving on now. We're gonna I assume that the Red Hawk just obliterated the Candy Maiden. So to put this in perspective, Doflamingo's clone was destroyed by one Red Hawk. Candy Maiden, Doflamingo's string clone was destroyed by Red Hawk. Candy Maiden was destroyed by Red Hawk. Doflamingo Candy Maiden level confirmed. I don't know. I'm terrible today. On the next page, everyone's in awe of this. Jimmy's going, whoa. And then Perosphere's like, flame? And, oh, that's pretty cool. There's the Candy Maiden leftovers, still coated in hockey, are just falling over, like melting lava or whatever. It kind of looks like Magellan's poison attack from Impel Down. And Karen's going, "What?" And I was going, Kia! I never got that word bubble. How could people say Kia? K-Y-A-H. I never get that. It's just funny to say. So Luffy's still continuing his Red Hawk by the looks of it. And here comes Katakuri doing this with his fist. Are they going to clash? It looks like they're going to clash. They're just like, eh. And, oh! Well, there it is. Hey, Bronco DAs, are you watching this? Is everyone watching this? Remember all the times we talked about, is Katakuri really that strong? I don't know. That looks pretty strong to me. Just like a simple stretch of an arm, you know, that countered a fucking Red Hawk. It's pretty impressive. I do like that. So, man, look at that. Oozing candy on the bottom. Katakuri not giving any crap. Luffy not giving any crap. Fire Fist, that impact looks really cool. Man, I got nothing. It's just pretty cool to look at. Though, even though I can imagine what the anime is going to be. You all know how it's going to play out, right? It's going to be a point where there's going to be like 1 minute where Luffy stretching his arm out, Katakuri's getting ready to punch, and then Luffy like stretches his arms out, and Katakuri then stretches his arm out, and it takes like another minute for their fists to interlock, and then their fists meet, and then there's like a 3-minute clash for some reason. Well, we have a close-up of Luffy's face going, eh, and then Katakuri's face going, and they're going to clash for a few minutes. It's going to be entirely pointless. Put on now. There it is. There's the close-up. Katakuri's going, and Luffy's going, hopefully this clash doesn't take too long. No, in the manga, I'm good. We're good. Carrot is going, that guy's powers, they're just like Luffy's. Katakuri snaps his arm back. Luffy does the same, snaps their arm back. Oh man, okay, that's pretty cool. So it looks like we're gonna have a Luffy versus Katakuri fight. A little duel between them. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know about you. I'm actually looking forward to this fight. And never mind, we still have Big Mom to deal with. Again, going wedding cake. Nami's going, what do we do, Luffy? We're getting trapped. I don't know, Nami. Why don't you just shock her again? True, you don't have Zeus anymore, but you still got lightning on your side. Last time I checked, lightning still fucking hurts, if I remember right. Even though it didn't do anything to Big Mom. This joke has been ruined. Anyway, Jinbei's going, Luffy, get not Dogtooth, but Katakuri off the ship. We will manage getting her out to sea. And then Luffy's like, got it. He came here through the mirror, right? All I gotta do is fight someone that can see the future. Oh my god, that's just really... All I gotta do is fight this guy that can see the future and punch him through a mirror. This sounds like the easiest job in the world. Otacon. So now Katakuri's just standing there ominously. It's like, yeah, Kumai, brilliant. But Luffy's going, I'm gonna hog Gatling gun, and it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. We've all seen this before. In fact, wait, isn't he? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm confused. He's a Parmesia, right? Katakuri. We've seen him turn into this kind of stuff before, but he's a Parmesia, not a Logia, if I remember right. Wait. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Is it like Treble? Where, you know, Treble just made like a giant, like literal booger man, snot man out of himself. You know, he was able to hide in like this in his own devil fruit, his own body high from the devil fruit. No, wait, that doesn't make sense because it's a coat of devil fruit power. Here, Katakuri's clearly struck on the shoulder or whatever. It's a Logia type. What is this fruit? I don't know anymore. Is this like a clever jab from Oda saying Parmesia awakening? Or I don't even know anymore. I don't know. Moving on before I get a brain hemorrhage here. So Pedro's going, Carrot, not to take you by surprise or anything, but, and Jim is going, huh? I've been thinking Luffy and his friends might well be the ones our people and the Kozuki clan have been waiting for the past several hundred years. The ones that will lead this world unto a new dawn. And then Carrot's going, for hundreds of years, let's take a moment to analyze that quote real quick. Because Oda just drew a giant panel for that. The ones our people and the Kozuki clan have been waiting for the past several hundred years, the ones that will lead this world onto a new dawn. That's an interesting bit of foreshadowing there. I wish I had I wish I had a Joy Boy theory level commentary on this one panel alone. He'll probably explain it much better than I ever will. I got nothing. Like, obviously, this is like a prophecy. This is going to be, this is obvious foreshadowing when, I guess, when Raftos find out, when Rafto is found, when One Piece is found, when the world government collapses, that kind of thing. We don't know the exact purpose, but nice bit of foreshadowing there. I'm not still screen sharing, am I? No, I'm not. Okay. So, Sparrow is like, Oi, Montador, surround the coast with battleships. Roger, brother Peros. Oh, Lord Clucky is alive. He's just kind of sitting down on like a stack of wood. Wait, what were they doing? If I remember right, they were getting ships. No, wait, yeah, I think they were. They split off from the others to go get ships and surround the island. All right, I think that's what they were doing, if I remember right. Then we have Scarecrow guy going, looks like the Straw Hats are still alive. And then Jinbei's like, Coupe de whatchamacallit. Jinbei's just, he's trying to comprehend the Coupe de burst. Instead, he calls it a Coupe de whatchamacallit. That is now the official name, by the way. I'm keeping that forever. No longer is no longer is the Thousand Sunny Escape Method the Coupe de Bust. From this day forward, by royal tiger decree, the Coupe de Bust shall be named Coupe de whatchamacallit. All right. So now he's like, this ship can fly a whole kilometer. If we try to set sail normally, Big Mom will just sink us. There's that logic again. I'm really liking this. And there Big Mom just literally stomp on the ground in one panel. Everyone's like, she's here! Fuck! Paige is going, Carrot, help them set off. And Carrot's like, okay. And then Big Mom, just looking ominously, ton out like Sparrow, just going, I found you. Ma. So there it is. What was that? At the end. Jimmy's going, Oi, Brooke, Chopper, are you guys awake? I know you guys are in a catatonic state or whatever, being Cone and Candy. Has it been 3 minutes? Because it feels like 3 minutes. Are you guys dead? If you are dead, well, that sucks. Except for you, Brooke, you're kind of, already dead. What happens if you die twice? Has anyone ever mentioned that? Is this bit gonna go anywhere? I thought not. Moving on now. Even if we make it out of here, I can't have you two die on. Jinbei's automated. Candy Island's Tart reporting. Candy Island's Tart. God damn it, Oda, I love you. Sighted Straw Hats off the southwestern coast. Nut Island's Tart. Nut Island Tart here. It's your boy, Nut Island Tart, back to you with another Call of Duty Burning Blood commentary. God damn it. Okay, so now we have, the girl with the really long British hats, like Minister Amande here. I'll corral them in. And then Jimbo's like, wonderful, battleships by sea and Big Mom by land. If only one of us could swim underwater. But it's a lost cause. Curse these gills. I got nothing. All right, so now I'm just preparing the coup de burst, and he's like, so 3 barrels of cola, and Luke going back to Luffy. Looks like he's fighting against Katakuri, much to our shock, much to our everlasting surprise here. Turns out Luffy isn't doing too good. He just gets checked in the face. Just boom. I actually like this panel. Oh, I've been waiting for something like that to happen to Luffy the whole time, ever since he broke out of prison, didn't develop any character. I'm brooding. Anyway, moving on now. Next page, we have Luffy just going, huh? Going back to screen share, what the hell is this? We now go to this panel where the Thousand Sunny has been trapped in candy. I think, yeah, it looks like Parasparrow's candy. Everyone's going, whoa, what the no, get out of here. Whoa, what the candy? How the hell is candy being formed on the water? This isn't like Aokiji where, you know, he actually freezes the water he treads. This is candy. I'm very baffled by this. I need to call Marco the Theorist to have him do a scientific explanation of how a giant wall of candy like that, a candy made out of a devil fruit power, can survive on the goddamn sea. I don't understand this. Moving on now. Nami's going, what's the matter? It's bad, Nami, says Carrot. The ship's trapped in candy. Sparrow is going, candy web. I'm a perfectionist. If you know what, you would have to be goddamn perfect to make giant candy on the sea. I don't get it anymore. Unless, oh wait, no, it still looks like the candy is on the sea, not just like the shore or the sand. It looks like the sea. I don't get how this works. Moving on now. Kara's going, look, there he is, and Sparrow's like, cuckoo, 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 cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. What the heck is with this candy? Now we can't use the coup de burst. Kara's yelling, turn Brook and Chopper back to normal, Candy Guy. Hey, we can't use the name Candy Guy. That word has been trademarked by Ivankov. You rabbit. Insult here. Parasparrow's like, will Mama turn them into pulp first? Or will the cannon sink them first? Or will Pedro come in for the save, just do an automatic lunge attack right at Parasparrow? Caught him off guard. Please tell me caught him off guard. Cut him in half. Cut him in half. No, of course not. Of course not. You know, I this is twice now where I haven't been able to get what I want. 2 requests denied. Look at it. Look at the panel on the look. Far right. I'm not even just like just a simple he was caught off guard. He just like raised his sword casually, just going block. Oh my god, what? And it's like, oh, what are you up to over there, Pedro? Oh, how lovely. He pinned him down. Lovely. Coo, 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 again. Oi, do you have any idea what my bounty is? 700 million. Wait a fucking second. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. We're doing a Google search. We're doing a Google search right now. Because if I remember right, Sabo's bounty was recently revealed. And I know that Theory 2 made like a Twitter post about it, and he tagged a lot of people in. I don't really look at that kind of stuff, not yet, until like I stopped getting notifications from it, and then I looked at the whole thing. But I know it was about Sabo's bounty because I saw like the text in my notifications, but never saw him out. Sabo, What was your bounty? Because if I remember right, it wasn't as high as everyone said it was. I thought it was like a billion or billion or two. What was your bounty? 602 million. If you don't believe me, if you don't believe me, let's just pull that up right over here. I can't blow it up anymore. That's the sad part. There's the bounty, 602 million. So, at long last, the age-old question is revealed. Who is stronger, technically, Perospero or Sabo? Even though, Perospero's weakness is fire, he's stronger than Sabo. Take that, you bounty-obsessed fans. How's that for illogical? How the hell does Sabo only have like a 600 million bounty, though? I could have sworn it was higher. But everyone was saying, no, it's not as high as I remember. Or, no, it's high as it should be. I thought it was like a billion or whatever. But no, just 600 million. Just... Okay, whatever. What's Dragon's bounty then? 750 million? I don't even know anymore. All right, so moving on now. Perospero booed on the floor, booed on Pedro. Pedro takes off like one of his side coats. Huh? What is that? Is that looks like dynamite? Or yeah, it looks like dynamite. Is he gonna do the same thing twice? Is he gonna blow himself up? All right, so this should put an end to your magic, no? Oh, I just saw the panel. Bombs! He's using bomb. This is twice now. That Pedro's gonna blow himself up for the team. Carrot's going, bombs, not funny. What are you thinking? Pedro, I knew from the start this was to be my last voyage. Carrot's going, good riddance. Smoking one last cigar, not giving a crap. And then we move on. What do you mean, Pedro? Like the dynamite. Oh no. Everyone's looking in fear. You'll realize one day just how important it is to ensure that Luffy and his friends live and get out of here. Listen up, you lot. Wait, no, oh my god, the panels are not worded right. Listen up, you lot must keep pushing forward. Well then. Well, effity then. With this is pretty good right there. This moment was done very well. This would be a very, very powerful moment if we hadn't seen it twice. When he fought Lord Clucky, he was in the center of that explosion with Lord Clucky, or Tamago if you want to be formal about it, but he lived with almost no scratches afterwards by the looks of things. And yeah, it didn't look like he was going to escape, but here he is again in the center of an explosion. And everyone just believes he's dead again. I'm not buying it this time. I honestly don't. If we didn't see the explosion the first time against the fight with Tamago, I would actually believe he would die here. But no, I don't believe it. Not for a second. Even Pell took like the One Piece equivalent of like a nuke high into the sky, flew up there, and blew up. And he lived. He was fine. He's still walking normally. No injuries. Bombs are like the bullets in One Piece. They do nothing. Even when Doflamingo shot Law, it did nothing. True, they were rubber bullets, but they did nothing. I don't believe it. He's not dead. If I'm wrong about this, then I'm wrong. I'll be pleasantly surprised, but I'm not buying that he's dead for a second. And with that, my dear friends, it's chapter 877. I'm Not That Sweet. What did I think about this chapter? It was good. Pretty good. You had a Luffy versus Katakuri. You had a Pedro sacrifice. The Luffy versus Katakuri thing wasn't drawn out. It felt like it got the right amount of screen time. Even though the fight still isn't resolved yet, because, Katakuri didn't get caught in the blast. Even though Katakuri's power makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. It was good. It had a very basic structure. The pacing was right in this chapter. It was like the last couple of chapters. They actually had good pacing about it. Where the chase, even though it feels long, in the grand scheme of things, it does feel paced at the right amount. If that even makes sense. Because if you look back at a few arcs, you could tell, like at Dressrosa or Fishman Island, the pacing is sometimes all over the place. And when you go back to reread it or rewatch it, you can tell that something's happened faster than they should, or something's happened slower than they should. Here, it feels relatively paced out. It didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel slow. Even though for a chase, it does feel just a little bit slow, but what can you do? Oda has to paint a picture where the Straw Hats get out of here alive, if they even do. And there's also Sanji, who has to make a cake in like 5 minutes. Yeah, it was good. Had the right amount of heart, had the right amount of pacing. There was no moment that made me angry aside from the whole Katakuri power. It still makes no sense. Does anyone comment on that? Did anyone comment? Nathan says it's a Parmesia that behaves like a Logia. How does that make sense, though? I'm sorry, I'm still lost on that. A Parmesia that behaves like a Logia. That was kind of like Trevor and Dressrosa, because he had like the coat of snot on him. I'm baffled. I honestly don't know. Nathan, make a video about this at once. I expect it on my desk by Monday. 3 million views. Everyone, go visit Nathan's channel. Give him 3 billion views in 2 days. Oh my god, I don't get it. Next, all right, let's see. I agree, explosions are not deadly in One Piece. True. El Anji. Trevor Tiger, it does. It was stated awakened Paramecia becomes like a little. Okay, so I did actually call it right the first time. Cool. All right, I guess I did call it. It's still, it's a mind freak right now. It's all over the place. Dear Anime says, Pedro lived the first time because he entered the mirror. Oh, that's right. Oh, I'm an idiot for not remembering that detail. Now it just came back to me. All right, the first time Pedro was caught in an explosion, he was sucked in the mirror world, while Lord Clucky received the full blunt of it. Okay, I hope Pedro is dead. I don't want some Pell bullshit. You and me both. All right, so Pedro is probably dead. Which means the whole rant I had about 5 minutes ago means that I'm the most unlikable dickbag on this entire YouTube community. Oops. Nathan's like, that's what I've seen around. All right, so yeah, it's a pretty good chapter. I think, yeah, I got nothing else. Not really anything to say. My questions have been answered. And right now that I'm losing my brain functionality at this point, maybe it would be a good place to stop now. Just to let you all, one more reminder, the Villains Countdown's still being made, taking my time with it. I don't want to rush things. I'm on number 3 right now. I'm going to be having a giant stream tomorrow. Well, I wouldn't say giant, more like it's going to be a long one. Expected sometime tomorrow evening or tomorrow night. I'll be working on a Rurouni Kenshin style video, giant blog. It will recap my history with the series. And there will be a One Piece video that I'll be working on. It's all about Draco Mihawk. And expect a reference to vampires. And there, oh my god, I completely forgot. There's gonna be one more video that I'm gonna work on. It's gonna be completely under wraps. It's gonna be unlike anything you've seen from me before. My only hint will be, if you remember a stream that I did when I got finished with college, it's gonna be like that, except more professionally made. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Let's see what the comments said. One last round of comments. Here we go. Rob Gucci. Well, is Sparrow dead? If you look at the Sunny in the bottom right corner, the candy is gone, like Pedro said. What? I want to say that Sparrow would be killed by like a point blank explosion or whatever. But Lord Clucky took an explosion too, and he was fine. Actually, no. Lord Clucky Tamago was able to. His whole devil fruit thing was like hatching like at one stage at a time. Maybe he just evolved to the next step or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't really remember much of how Tamago recovered, or even if he was even injured. So if Tamago was able to make it out there, I see no reason whatsoever that Sparrow could have survived. Though maybe he was knocked out. Maybe it's kind of like the sugar thing from Dressrosa, where if the guy gets knocked out, then the fruit power becomes undone. Maybe it was like that. Maybe we'll have the answer next chapter, which is in 2 weeks. We'll have the answer, because if Sparrow is at least knocked out, then at least the candy will be gone at that point. Let's see. El Anji are saying, what are your thoughts on Luffy possibly being able to create rubber by awakening his fruit? Hoping Sparrow and Pedro are both dead. I think Pedro is dead. Sparrow, we'll see. We'll see very soon. So I have a confession. I'm one of those people that is kind of iffy on the whole awakening kind of thing. Because on one hand, I can see it happening. Like, no doubt about it. Like, ever since Doflamingo teased it, of course, Oda is probably going to give Luffy an awakening. And I probably won't bring anything new to the table. Because it's a Parmesia fruit, a Parmesia, when it's awakened, like Doflamingo, it alters the environment. I won't bring anything new to the table, but it's like, once Luffy alters his environment to rubber, he will just bounce around really fast or whatever. Maybe, like if he goes Gear 4 and he starts bouncing off of like rubber environments all over the place, his speed builds up. Like Kizaru says, Admiral Kizaru says, speed is weight. Once it hits hard, once like you experience a Gear 4 hit with that combined speed, it's gonna be devastating no matter what. It's gonna hit something. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's just gonna be like, I wouldn't say that his awakening immediately changes the game here. I would say that his awakening would be a step for an attack, if that makes sense. Because that would be a Luffy thing to do. Take the next step of an evolution in One Piece, and then just literally just make it like, I'm just going to use it for like a step up for, or like step 1 for my new Gear 4 attack or a Gear 5 attack. I'm still iffy about Gear 5. I don't even know. We'll see what happens. I doubt that'll happen. Would Kuma be able to give everything super rebellion pause? If Kuma awakened his fruit. Yeah, I guess it would. I mean, What What if Kuma just touched a building with his awakened devil fruit, and like now the building can repel everything? I guess it would just add to defense, honestly. Like if Luffy has like an attack that's coming right back from Kuma can't get to it in time, so the building's there to repel it. I guess that's what it would be there for. It's kind of hard trying to figure out everything that an awakened devil fruit could do, because we've only seen it once at all from Doflamingo. Maybe it's different from every devil fruit. We'll see what happens. I got nothing else to bring to the subject really in terms of awakenings. Only time will tell. Rob Gucci, I feel like the Vinsmokes were wasted this arc. Very cliche and boring. Had to be second-rate villains compared to Big Mom Pirates. Your thoughts? If any of you have seen my villains countdown, I put the Vinsmokes at number 13. For a good reason. And then I feel like I should have they are an obstacle for the Straw Hats. They have proven to be one. They don't do that much. But they have something that very few One Piece villains have, and that's like an actual traumatic connection to a main character. Like, I can't think of another villain aside from Arlong and Doflamingo that had like an actual traumatic connection to a main character. Arlong tortured Nami. Doflamingo ruined Law's life. And with Sanji, though, it's kind of traumatic, you know? The man lost the only person he ever loved and now just got bullied by 3 cyborg kids. That feat alone makes like the Vinsmokes at least have that merit. You know, at least they have been shown to be actual villains in terms of Sanji, a main character. But in terms of the grand scope of things, I probably made the mistake by listing them that high. Oopsie daisy. that kind of crap happens. I obviously just probably jumped the gun with the Vinsmokes. They would probably be, now that I've actually seen more of them, they would be lower on this list. But for what they are, they at least did some bad stuff. I can't even defend them at this point, because Judge was interesting, Ranger was interesting, even though she wasn't really a villain. She was kind of a villain in the world because, you know, she had to still obey her dad. The Vinsmokes brothers, what even? I already told everyone my thoughts on the Vinsmoke brothers. They are so bland, they don't have any personality. They do not do anything. They have no defining character trait. They're the royal brat stereotype. They do nothing at all with their character. It's so standard, so repetitive. They did nothing. Oh, the only thing interesting they had were like attacks or whatever. And they're, you know, how each of them played a traumatic role in Sanji. That's how they got so far on the villains list. But they're just so bland. I said it before. The fucking Wonder Twins have more personality than them. And like I said, one usually turns into an eagle and the other turns into a bucket. What more do I have to say? I probably made a mistake by listening to Vinsmokes that high, but for their merits alone, they did good enough, I guess. Let's see. Elanji were like, oh, Smoothie doing nothing the whole arc was too convenient to... Oh, that's right. Oh my god, that's right. Smoothie was in this arc. And that is one of my biggest complaints in this arc. The convenience. And I know that things had to be convenient so that, you know, everyone can get out of this situation with a Yonko alive. It just didn't feel realistic. Like, take Puddin, for example. Like, I don't remember if it was last chapter. I think it was last chapter. Last chapter, it's revealed that she had like a split personality disorder kind of thing. bipolar, that doesn't make her more simplistic, nor does it make her a better character. If anything, it makes her even more convoluted, and unnecessary convoluted too. Like, all the times we see her, like throughout this arc, we believe that she's a brilliant actress. She fooled us. She fooled Luffy. She fooled Nami. She practically fooled everyone with her niceness. And then when we actually see her tie down Reiju, take away her memories, yeah, turns out she was bad. And you know, it was like it was just a ploy. Like, then that way you can at least give props to Big Mom, saying like, listen, you're gonna be married to Sanji. Mess with his crew a little if you find them. Lead them on the way. That way you can stab in the back later and we'll really get to them. But now it turns out it's not a plan. It's not an act. It was just bipolar disorder. And really, for her split personality to just conveniently happen at the best times for the Straw Hats and the most convenient times for them, it doesn't really make sense. It just doesn't make sense anymore. It's just kind of convoluted in that way. It's weird. I haven't put in be like bipolar, even though I know it's probably going to connect to some people because some people have bipolar disorder. They can look at this and relate. Yeah, it doesn't really work in the grand scheme of the plan. Let's see. Rob Gucci says, like I feel it's, I think it's back to the Vince Smokes. Like I feel it's not good writing to make a man as smart as Judge to fall for a simple trap. I think there was an apparent deadline for Wano. Oda simplified the possibility. Maybe he was rushed. Maybe the whole thing was rushed. The way that I see it, honestly, was I think Judge was being desperate because throughout, as far as we know, the Vince Smokes used to be like this royal power. They didn't have land, but they were still like a royal family. They still had plenty of power to go around. But then they see Big Mom, a Yonko, and they found an opportunity to be with her. So if they were going to, so Judge was ready to take the risk of, I will give up all my power right now and be with Big Mom, giving up the royal power, giving up the seat at the Reverie, give up having like royal protection at this point to be with a pirate. Like, that's a giant sacrifice Judge could possibly, that's a giant sacrifice to make. So I think he was just going in full confidence, just being like, I gave up everything for her. Show me what you got, Big Mom. And then Big Mom's like, I'll just play you to my advantage. Yeah, that's it. I think I'll just, you know, play with you. Let's see what happens. Maybe Judge underestimated Big Mom, because that has been a recurrent theme for all royal families. They have a tendency to underestimate anyone and everyone. King Riku with Doflamingo. King Cobra with Crocodile. Neptune with Horty Jones. Neptune with the Straw Hats. The list goes on, really. So maybe Judge, well, like, to his fault, just didn't, just went in too blind. He gave up everything and lost everything. I think he's still dead. Wait, is he dead? No, I don't know. I'll find out. All right, I'm starting to lose my voice here. So, just a reminder, I'm going to have a stream tomorrow. Villain Countdown in the works. And with that, I'm going to drink a few bottles of water to recover my voice after that. So with that, thank you all for watching so much. I will see all of you legends next time. Take care.